All right, I decided you guys have to suffer too, and you got to watch me clean the shop. I just got to thinking about it. When I watch other YouTubers that work on cars and stuff like that, I enjoy watching them clean their shop too, because then you can kind of see all the stuff they have and all the junk that they acquired. Anyway, I got to clean this bench off. I plan on rebuilding this LS. So basically all I've done is just taken the heads that were laying here and all the parts, and I'm just putting it on there, screwing it down with a couple of bolts. Uh, I had a scrap piece of wood right here, cut that dude down, and then I'm going to grab all the LS parts and throw it down on that. Well, I can roll it out of the way, and yeah, that's my plan. So get this camera set up, and that's all I'm doing. It's just still cleaning the shop. Not really good. My shop's so tiny you can't really set up the camera. Let's see. No. Maybe I'll be working over here for now, so maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I'll just point it at the LS, because that's what I'm going to be doing, is pretty much getting everything off that workbench, put it on that. Roll the LS way. I act like this is a big shop. Way over there. All right. We got to start cleaning. We got to quit playing around. I forgot I don't have to yell now. I have a mic on. All right, let's do this. Whoa. What is this? I don't know what that is. So when I disassembled the motor, I tried to keep everything the way I took it out, just so I know. That way I can kind of inspect everything, make sure nothing's bad on it. See if that'll ride like that. No coil packs. You know what? I just took that off like that. So am I taking this out the right way? Oh, I wrote it down. Left. Okay, left. Right. Okay, just making sure. Make sure. Alright, so let's start with get these back two. You know what? I don't have to keep these in order. I stamped them, I believe. Yeah, that's 6. Okay. I thought I did. I've slept since then, I can't remember everything. I think I probably choose to not remember everything anymore. You get at that age where you're just like, whatever. I don't think it's to that. It goes to this. Oh! Dropping my sockets. Here's a fun fact. These LS's, if you ever notice, your oil pressure is always dropping, and then as soon as you start driving, it pumps back up and does fine. It's always because of these O-rings. These O-rings end up going out. That's why if you ever are low on oil and you can your oil pressure will drop if you're got the ass end sitting down. It'll start going tick, 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 and then you'll see your oil pressure drop. But then whenever you drive forward and then you have it nose down, then you start picking up oil pressure. And that's all because of this. Because this actually goes here. So this is the front of the motor. So if you have the front of your car pointing down, that's when it's going to suck it up better, which is crazy. But yeah, it's just that stupid O-ring. That's what. So if you ever have low oil pressure off and on, but whenever you start driving, it starts right back up. It's because you're bleeding out right here. Oh, I'm bleeding out everywhere. Oil everywhere. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense in my head. I'm not used to people talking to me, so I guess I can stick this on here if it'll let me. I guess it don't matter. I better not stick it on there. I just have a feeling that's going to fall. Put a little pan underneath here. Yeah, that was dumb. There's oil in it, dummy. Yeah, I try to keep my old hoodies, my old shirts, instead of throwing them away because they're ripped or no good anymore. I try to keep them. Great oil rags, clean your hands, great for engine oil. I try to utilize all my stuff. I try to find a purpose for everything. So that pays off when you're a hoarder. You can always find something and make something work. I think this goes over here. One thing about cleaning a shop up, it just seems like you spend a long time like messing with this, and you look and the time already flew by, and then you turn around, you look, and you're like, oh my God, I still haven't done any of this crap. All right. I can see my workbench now. So my plan is also I want to try to clean up in here, because if it's raining and nasty weather, I like to get Joshua's truck pulled in here so I can finish welding in here. I don't really like welding in here because it's just too tight of a quarters here, and I really don't want a fire in here. I do have fire extinguishers everywhere. I've never had to use one, knock on cabinet wood. Of course, I guess you guys couldn't see me knock on cabinet wood. There. Knock on this right here. That's wood. Oh, not on it very good though. I thought about getting crazy because, I like to overthink everything. I thought about welding some brackets out here to hold this board on here, but I figure if I distribute it all evenly, it should stay on it. But yeah, I like to overthink things, and then I'll keep working on it and working on it and working on it and working on it. And I could have been done with it 5 minutes ago if I just not thought about it and just done it. Surely I'm not the only one like that. I may be, though. I mean, I am one of a kind. Oh, so yeah, when we do the oil change on the Honda Pilot, Honda, for some reason, when you pop the hood and you go to fill up your oil, so the front of the radiator's right here, well, the valve cover to fill up your oil is underneath here like this. So I end up making one of these, which if you have a Honda Pilot, I suggest you make one. So I just got one of these cheapos. Sometimes they give them away for free at part stores when you buy enough oil. So I ended up buying one of these or getting one of these. Cut it down to the size where you fill up your oil, because you cannot get a bottle of oil in there. You'll spill it. You'll make a big old mess. Take you a heat gun. Just heat it up right here. Bend it to where you want it. And like I got this one set up, whenever I take the filler cap off, or the, what do you call it, the cap for the valve cover, you pull that off, put your oil in. I got this set up where this goes in like this, latches in, comes up, and it pops up just like that. And works great. This is what I have to use for the Honda Pilot 2012. That's why they want you to take everything to the dealership. Because they're like, oh, how do I even get oil in it? I guess I can't. I got to take it to the dealership. I shouldn't rag on them. Cleaning the oil off the workbench. Check this out. You can see my workbench. Sweet. I got a little bit of a workbench again. I can get to my vise. That vise has been kind of blocked. It's been a real pain in the butt. Building stuff for Joshua's truck and having to use that vise. And then I was thinking, when I'm out here, like on here in the workbench, or, like here I was grinding. I was like, yeah, I really don't want a bunch of metal shavings on that. That's all going to get clean, but still, I don't know. I don't like that. All right, so now we're going to push the motor back there. I got to get our e-bikes out. I got to go put them in the other shed. I put the e-bikes in here because of all the freezing weather. I think we're probably out of a lot of the freezing weather. I don't think it's going to be like below freezing now or negative anymore. So anyway, what was I saying? Basically, I brought the e-bikes in because I didn't want the batteries freezing up and busting. I don't know if they would or not. I just didn't want to take a chance. All right, move this out of the way. It's kind of like musical chairs. You just keep moving chairs around. That's about all you can do. I probably ought to get these e-bikes out of here now. Well, now this is in the way. Let's roll this over here. Oh, I guess I shouldn't push on the water pump since the water pump's just barely on there. This engine stands old, so the wheels do not like to roll. It's had a lot and lots and lots and lots and lots of motors on it over the years. It's been rolled around in the sorry, thought I heard somebody coming. Just birds singing. I don't even know what I was saying. You ever get that way where you just start talking and you completely lose track of what you're even saying? I got that young timers. Of course, it's about to be old timers because I'm getting old. I've had young timers for a long time. My wife calls it selective hearing. I don't know what she's talking about. She's crazy. I don't even know what that word means, selective. Come on. Ooh, cold outside. There's one e-bike out. Oh, I guess I should have showed you the e-bikes. These are just the cheap Walmart ones. Well, I shouldn't say they're cheap. They're not. They're probably the cheapest. Let me rephrase that. They're the cheapest e-bikes you can get. But they're a pedal assist, so you still got to pedal your ass off. The deal is it kind of helps you. You still have depending on your gears, you can still have the workout of riding the bike, but you can go further. So that makes sense. So you can, normally you'd be tired after a mile riding a bike. This one you can ride probably 10 miles and it feel like you just rode about a mile. They're awesome. So basically, it's a great cruiser bike to go on a trail and just cruise all day. Which I could. I outlast the kids. They can't handle it. They're like, nope, I'm tired. But they are a lot of fun. Top speed on these. There, I'll kind of let you look at them better in case you're interested in one. Just look at Walmart. This is where we got ours online. Usually if you can get them online, you can get them cheaper. But it is a fun little bike. It's got the comes with the charger. I think it's a 6-speed. I don't know where, yeah, right there, it says right there. 6-speed. But if you like bike riding and you get like me where you're at the age where after a little while you get a little winded or your legs start burning, well, your legs will still burn on this. It's just more enjoyable with the e-bike because you can just, like I said, you can go further. Like a lot of times the wife and I, we won't even turn the power on because you can pedal it just like a regular bike. A lot of times we won't even turn the power on until we hit a big hill. And I'm not a young pup anymore, so I see a big hill, boom, boom, turn that power on, I'm shoot right up that hill. It is still cold outside. It has not changed, guys. This is my brake fluid. It needs to go up there. I try to keep all my oil stocked. I just bought a bunch more oil to stock up, and I got empty shelves again. I got to go back over here. When I do an oil change on a vehicle, I try to, next time I go to the store after the oil change is done, I try to keep it written on my whiteboard over here, and I just kind of restock my oil filters and my oil. That way when it's ready for an oil change, I don't have to go, usually I don't have to go and grab the stuff. I already have it on hand. I'm hoping this all stays on here. If I don't knock it over. I need to go get me a trash bag. I'm out of a trash bag. I can't remember how I had this motor sitting last time. Maybe sideways. Yeah. Actually, I don't use my grinder too much. I usually put it kind of in front of the grinder. Usually, like on the grinder, I use the wire brush part to clean bolts. The grinder, sometimes I use it to sharpen up my chisels. I really don't use the grinder that much anymore. You know, it's just so easier to grab my flap wheel and I'm saying grinder, my bench grinder. Sorry, my bench grinder. Normally, I just get my regular grinder, my handheld grinder, and use the flap wheel on it. Now, what in the hell? I just now realized I'm still missing my grinders. What have I done with my crap? I have 4 grinders. Oh, I left them in Joshua's truck. Okay. 2 of them are in Joshua's truck. I'm still missing 2 more. I figured they'd be underneath this workbench. Oh, they must be on this other workbench. Just can't get caught up. My buddy's going to be here shortly so we can do his tires. So I'm probably going to go ahead and call it quits. I'll probably get the rest of this crap put back in the box. This is my garage door opener, not a garage door opener, gate opener, automatic gate opener. And stereo, got to play around, see if it works. Tom gave me that too. Tom's just a hell of a guy. I'll show you. We don't know if it works though. I got to plug it in and check it out, but he's into stereos like I am. So he gave me that receiver and then these concert speakers, and I got the concert speakers working. It was missing all the wiring, cabling. I guess is what I mean to say. Let's see here. This is the special cables I had to buy. I don't know what the technical name is for them, but I bought them. So it's a left and right channel speaker now. I can plug my phone into it now. Bam, bam. And yeah, they're loud. My plan is probably take those speakers here and put them up there. So those speakers up there, I actually built those 20 years ago at least, maybe longer. So the wood that I used was actually the bed frame from my waterbed. Little childhood memories. I didn't really want to throw the waterbed away, but I don't use a waterbed anymore, so I had it since I was a kid. So I repurposed the wood, made speakers out of it. The speakers that are in it are Acoustic Research, tweeter and mid-range, which they sound awesome. And the woofer, I think I put a 10-inch, don't get me lying, I put a 10-inch woofer. I can't remember what brand it is. It's not Acoustic Research because that was the deal. The reason why I took those speakers apart because the woofer's cones were all dry rotted. But the mid-range and the tweet are titanium. Is it titanium? I can't remember, but basically they won't ever go bad. Those are the guitar speaker I built. I really need to clean that up because I bet there's a grinder or 2 in there. How's it get like this? It was I swear to you guys, I had that all clean Christmas, and I started messing with that Camaro, and I just dug crap out, bought crap, and made a big old mess. It's kind of like here, I had this all cleaned up, and then I flooded it with LS parts. I still don't even know what the rest of this crap is. I'll have to go through all that. Maybe just scrap metals, little pieces of metal and bolts. And I don't throw, like I said, I don't throw anything away. All right. I got sidetracked again. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Well, this is kind of cool. Anybody know what kind of hubcap this is? It says Ford on it. It's got a bird on it. I got 4 of them just like that. I'm just kidding. I made that. This is my, I'll show you. Yeah, I guess I can just show you this real quick. I like to hide all my big outlets. So that's my 220 I wired in. So when I'm not welding, actually, let me put it over here so you can see. All right, so when I'm not welding, which technically not welding right now, so probably will tomorrow, but anyway, I want to show you this because nobody's ever in my shop, you know. I don't have friends. You guys are my friends now. Thanks. I'm always by myself. Sounds like a song. All by myself. Yeah, I'm not a singer. So this is my 220 outlet I wired in. I made this little hubcap. That way when I'm not welding, put that dude on there like that. Can't even tell it's there. And I'll show you my kind of cool little idea if anybody wants to copy that little idea. So my other deal was, I'll show you my breaker box. Anybody see where my breaker box is? Okay. Now, I can flip this little lever there. There's my breakers. If you're wondering what this is my ground wire. I got a long ground wire for testing old stereos. I'm into stereos, and some of them old stereos, they have a external ground that, because back then their grounds weren't very good, so I use that for test purposes. But as you can see, I haven't worked on stereos much lately. It's all car stuff now. This is my next stereo that I got to play around with, see if I can get it working. But yeah, that's pretty cool, I thought. I like to hide that stuff. I try to utilize a lot of my areas. Oh, there's my whiteboard. Try to write all my stuff because I have horrible memory. So that's what I do. I write stuff down so I remember. But the problem is, I write this crap down and I don't even know what the hell it is. I'm like, what the hell do you write that crap up there for? What measurements are those for? Like, really, what is that? That 35 and a half and 8 and what is that crap? I think I'm joking, but really I don't know. Other stuff over here, this is all my oils. So like, you can see like Zoe's car. So you can get over here. Write down the oil filters and what oil she needs. The buggy, the Cummins. Try to write all that crap down. Nice having it. Nope. The other day, Ruby was in here trying to play darts. All my crap is literally like this. And I hear, don't. And she's throwing them darts right over all this stuff. I was like, dude, if you want to play darts, let me know, and I'll move this crap out of the way. Well, then when I offered to move all the crap out of the way, she was like, no, I'm done. Like, wow, you kids. All right. I guess enough chit-chatting. Peace out again.